so I'm going to share our latest addition to conferences, which is our newest feature we've released in Strive, that will allow the manager of a conference, that PD administrator, to invite contributors to help build a conference. So if you have built a conference in the past, you know that it has only the person that has the PD admin right that has been able to create a conference and build it from start to finish. Now we've added the ability for you to have help in building it. So if you're logged in as a PD administrator, you'll now see, or as you have seen, the Manage Conference button here. If you have them already created, you can just click the Edit button. If you haven't created one, you can just click Create Conference, and it'll walk you through it. So when I click the Edit button here, notice that it takes me into conferences. I've already added some details here. I've added my session location, my learning tracks, my descriptions. But now I have a new box here called contributors. So I can click on this drop down here and I will see a list of people that have the district course editor right. So in order for the people to show up in your district, they have to have that district course editor right. So I can click and add them. If you have a long list of people, you can search by name and then select them and add them that way. There is no limit to how many contributors you can include. And just keep in mind that they have to have that district course editor right. And then they will have the ability to create and build sessions for that specific conference. All right, so now I'm going to jump over and show you what that looks like for your contributors. Okay, so I'm logged in as principal here and I have settings, and because I was originally a district course editor, I have workshop settings, but now I have the Manage Conference button as well. So when I click on that, notice that I only see that conference that I've been assigned to. So there was a long list of conferences that the PD admin had, but I only see the one that I have been assigned to as a contributor. So when I click here, I can click an edit button. And when I click the edit button, I see all of the same information in the conference details, but it is grayed out. So I can't actually add anything here or make any changes at all. All right. What I can do is I can go into the sessions and I can see the existing sessions. Now I can add a new session by clicking in the calendar appointment here. So I can say virtual walkthroughs, tips or whatever. So again, it just depends, whatever they want to add the session. I have access to include a link to where it's located, add a virtual session. I can adjust the max attendees. So really anything that I can do for building a session, I can add that here and make those adjustments. All right. Okay. Let's say I'm going to select my learning track, and I can even add instructors. So a lot of things that are available I can do, but I can't change the details there. All right. I can go into additional sessions that have already existed. The other thing I can do is I can look at who's enrolled in that session. And so when I see the people that are enrolled, now this hasn't happened yet because this is a session for the future, but I can mark attendance and I can grant credit. I can print a sign-in sheet. I can download a list of attendees that are enrolled. So anything that I can do here for enrollments as a conference contributor, I can manage that. So the other thing I can do, aside from adding new sessions here, I can click and move them around if I need to. And I also have access to the location view. So I can adjust accordingly in the location view. And so view by days. So I can move things around here if it makes more sense. So again, Anything I can do with sessions, I have access to. The conference details, I do not. Publishing, registrations, I can see the list, I can see who's registered, but I can't do anything from this list. So that's contributors. I do want to show one more thing. As a contributor under conferences, I will see a little button here. So I can also go in from this direction. So either manage conferences, or if I see that I'm a contributor, I can click and it'll take me into that conference, and then I can edit from there. So that's it. Hopefully this will be super helpful moving forward as you're building out your conferences.